What is up guys, it's Troy at the Full Setup here, back with another video for you. Now this week Rode released the Videomic GO II and I am so happy that they have done this. They've taken a bunch of features from the Videomic NTG here. They've then just shrunk it down. Obviously there's no power requirement as well other than what your camera can power, or in additionally as well you can use your smartphone, so either your Android or iOS device. And I'm really glad that they've released an upgrade to the Rode Videomic GO, because this was essentially their best on-camera microphone if you didn't want to, have either a battery power or XLR, something like that, something that you could just plug straight in and your camera was going to power it. But it did have a really bad flaw with it, which I'll show you in a minute, which makes this microphone pretty unusable. You can pick these up between 40 and 60 pounds, and there's a reason why secondhand these go seriously cheap as well. I only paid 20 pounds, I think, for this one. Now the Videomic GO II comes in at 100 pounds, okay? So there is a bit of a price increase there, but for all the features and obviously fixing the problem with this, the Videomic GO, which is actually interference. That's what this microphone really suffers from, which makes it pretty unusable for me in this desk area, and it's actually can become an issue when you're outdoors as well. So super happy to see this. Now I'm just going to do an unboxing for you today of the Videomic GO II. I don't think there's going to be any audio samples in this video, but I will be uploading some videos the same day with software guides on how you use like the Rode Connect software and then also the Rode Central software, and I'll show you the apps on the phone in this video today as well. So make sure you go and check those out if you want to hear how this sounds sort of in an indoor environment. Okay, so over to the front of the box then, we've got lightweight directional microphone. You can see we've got a picture of the microphone there. Videomic GO II, only a 2-year warranty. Ah, come on Rode, where's the 10-year warranty for this? Highly directional, because this is a super cardioid shotgun microphone. 3.5mm TRS output, so that's just going to be for cameras. You can't use that output cable into smartphones, but it also has digital USB output, okay? So you can plug this into your phone via USB. A couple of the specs there on the back. This is the first time I've gone back to using a Panasonic LUMIX for unboxing, so I don't know how the focus is keeping up. I hope it is keeping up all right. Can be used with USB-C devices, but you can also use USB-C to lightning cables as well. So then again, just sort of the same stuff that was on the box. Ooh, there it all is then. So we have the Rode Videomic GO II. I'll try to make sure I get the name right on it the whole time in this video, because there's quite a lot of video mics that I own now. There's also the Rycote shock mount, which we'll have a look at in a second. There's a big old pack of silica. There's a massive pack of silica there. A manual of sorts. Okay, there we go. And then there is the 3.5mm cable. I'm going to discuss why I don't like that cable in a minute. So here is the shock mount there. Now this is very similar to the Rode Videomic NTG, but it's just a little bit smaller. One thing I like about this is it can slide forwards and back. This is perfect to make sure that when you attach it to your camera, just grab the Sony one here. Obviously this doesn't have a EVF on the back of it, but as you can see here, it allows to just sort of slide forwards and back, so it will stop you from, blocking it in the way. And then it's still useful as well that it doesn't come across the back of the camera. I need to get used to the angle that I've got this here. Now here is the 3.5mm cable. So one way this differs from the Videomic NTG cable. So what the Videomic NTG does is it auto senses what you're plugged into. So whether you're plugged into a smartphone or a regular camera. So this is just going to be for normal cameras. You can't plug this cable into your smartphone, okay? Over to the little mic then. Wow, look at it, so cute. It's tiny. So there's the 3.5mm connection there. They've also added a USB connection, so this can do 24-bit 48 kilohertz audio, okay? Now there's no extra buttons on this like the Videomic NTG. Just put that there for comparison. You can see there on the Videomic NTG we get a 75 Hz, 150 Hz high shelf, 20 dB pad. You can also record a safety channel as well, and it will show you if you're clipping. Nice little difference in size there as well. But you can turn on all those features in the Rode Central app, and as you can see, sort of the size difference there compared to the compared to the original Rode Videomic GO. I didn't think the Rode Videomic GO was a bad looking microphone anyway. To be fair, by the time you've got the pop filter on, they're about the same size. So you don't get a wind filter in this. So if you were going to be using this outdoors in windy conditions, you're going to need to buy their little dead cat. Let's have a look at it on the camera, because this is going to look sick. I mean, look at this. Let's just get this on here. Don't really need to worry about the cable too much. Right, look at that there on the Sony ZV-E10 with the Viltrox 23mm f1.4. That looks balling. Look at that. And check. Tiny little vlogging rig you've got going on right there. This probably isn't going to be the best for doing sort of face vlogging at 23mm, but just to show you what it would look like if you put a more compact lens on it. That is cool. I really like that. So, oh, one other thing to notice as well, because I haven't got it quite set on as you would have it. On here, there are also these little lines, so that's where you line up. Now, I will do some comparative specs here between the Rode Videomic GO and the new Rode Videomic GO II. So I'm just reading these off the screen here. Doesn't give me as much specs for the Rode Videomic GO, but the Rode Videomic GO does have a higher max SPL at 120, as in the Videomic GO II only has an SPL of 110. But the thing where they made massive improvements here is the self-noise. This has 35 dBA A-weighted as self-noise. This only has 15 dBA. Now 15 dBA isn't perfect, but for a microphone at this price point, that is incredible. That's really good. Smaller diaphragm condensers or shotgun microphones generally always have higher self-noise. So that's something that is definitely really good there. I don't know really what else are. They're both super cardioid, and this one only has 100 Hz to 16 kHz frequency response. This is pretty much full range at 20 Hz to 20 kHz. I don't like this cable. I'm just going to say that off the bat. It is a bit long. It looks to be a little bit longer than the one with the NTG. Let's have a look. Oh no, they're about the same length, but I much prefer this coiled cable that you get with the Go. I find this a lot better. You just get a bit more distance, bit more travel with it, and I find that it's much better when you're using it on like cages and stuff, when you're going to have like external monitors and all your extra stuff plugged on. It's just a little bit longer, so I wish they would go back to the coiled cable. But why don't I like the Videomic GO then? I really don't like the Videomic GO because it sounds fantastic for the money. For between 40 and 60 pounds, this little microphone here sounds fantastic for the money, but the problem is with it suffers from interference. So I'll just give you a little demo now of what happens with this. Now you could just say, okay, that's when it's at my desk, okay, you know, putting a power cable over it, running a mouse near it, all that sort of stuff. You shouldn't be using that microphone here. You're going to be using the Videomic GO, the original one, outdoors. Well, actually, there's a few other instances where this has become a problem with me. One would be is if I was sat the other way around now and I've got this microphone boomed where I'm not so close to all my computer gear and stuff that could interfere, is that if I plug a charger into my phone or turn on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth on it, as in like connect to my apps on my phone, so then I can set manual focus, all of that sort of stuff, it causes the interference, which is a bit of a nightmare. If you've used a Sony camera with AFC turned on, especially while you're sort of prepping, getting all your everything set up, the battery goes on these little cameras so fast. Okay, so it's really annoying that I can't then have power, or I can't even have a dummy battery plugged into it. The same can be said when I'm outdoors as well. I've had times where my gimbals, just having Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, stuff like that, all connections, gets interference with this. It's come to the point that I just really can't see why Rode was selling this microphone for so long. You know, I'm a big fan of Rode, as I'm sure many other people are, but this was definitely, you know, the one product that I think was the worst. So there has been some massive improvements with this microphone here. So we're going to plug a USB-C cable into my phone here. You can also use a USB-C to Lightning cable if you are on a iPhone as well. Now hopefully you can see this on screen, but if not, I'll talk you through it. So this is the Rode Reporter software. You can set whether you want Rode Reporter or Rode Central to open first. So one of the first things you can see here is we have an input gain slider here, so we can slide this now, and then that is going to obviously increase the gain if the mic was actually pointing more towards us. That's the sort of area that we need to be in. You can then go into some extended settings here as well. So you can prevent auto lock. You can also change how you want it to be recording as well. So there's a standard 24-bit, or you can do compressed. Then also as well here, you can configure the Rode Videomic GO II. So here you can turn on high pass filters of either 75 or 150. You can do a high frequency boost. This is going to be very useful if you're using a dead cat on it, because that's going to reduce those higher frequencies. There's also a 20 dB pad, and then you can adjust the volume of your direct monitoring as well. So you could have headphones plugged into this right now whilst you're monitoring. And I think you can also do firmware updates. There is also Rode Central. As you can see there, it's trying to do this pop-up to use by default, which I don't want there. And then again, here you can set the input gain, you can set your direct monitoring. There is also a high pass, a high frequency boost, and also you can do a pad as well. So there we go then. There was just an unboxing and a first look of the Rode Videomic GO II. Man, this thing is looking legit. I'm sure it's going to sound really good as well. Apologies, there's no sound tests in this video today, but like I said, the same day that I upload this live, there will also be some other videos as well showing some of the USB features, the Rode Connect streaming app that you can use, so you can have multiple microphones in there to create streaming and podcasts, and there will be audio tests of this microphone as well. What I'm probably going to do now is I need to get some ND filters for my cameras before I can do some outdoor work, so probably over the next coming weeks as well, I will upload some videos maybe where I'm outdoors with maybe this mic, the Rode Videomic GO as well, and the Rode Videomic NTG, and we can do some audio comparison tests there. Also probably do some indoor tests where the microphone is boomed up direct into the camera. All of that sort of stuff will be coming on the channel over the next few weeks, so make sure you subscribe for all that great content. And that's it from me today. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe,